Hey guys, xDowsey here and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to make a regular spider XP farm. Now this should work for both single player and multiplayer, and it should also work on Xbox as well. Anyways, let's get into the tutorial. Down here you can see this is the XP farm. It's fairly compact for what it is. Spiders are quite hard to work with because they're 2x2 blocks, and so considering that, you know, I think it's quite a nice space used. Anyways, you can see the spiders start piling up here, and this is the spawner back here. Now, if you don't know, you can find Minecraft spawners in the wild, and if you find a skeleton or zombie one, this is use different type of grinding farm, and I'll link my XP farm for spiders and zombies in the description, so you can go watch that. But if you find a regular spider one, you can also make an XP farm like so. So as you can see, spiders spawn. Usually you get about 3 spawning at once, but if you're lucky you get 4 spawning. And what they do is they flow down this water path here until they get to this area here. And what happens is the spiders will jump up one block and get stuck under these glass panes, and then, you know, you can start farming them. So we'll just wait for these spiders to come. You can see the spiders sometimes climb the wall, but you can kind of direct them if you just walk over here or there, like so. So, you know, you can kind of orchestrate the spiders a bit. Anyway, we've got a bit of a flow going, so let's stop the water flow. If I click that lever, senso blocks pop up here, well, whatever block you use actually, and that basically just stops any more spiders getting into this area, because we're then going to press this button here and crush the spiders. Now this will crush the spiders so that they are one-hit kills, which is very useful because obviously you don't want to be hitting the spiders over and over again. So, you know, I can hit the spiders and they're dying instantly. Or if you're fairly resourceful, you can use a splash potion of harming, and that will kill them all with one hit. So, you know, if you have resources for a splash potion of harming, I suggest using that. Anyways, that is the demonstration over. You then collect the you know, the mob loots from here. To get the extra mob loots that get piled at the back, you have to turn it on and then you pick them up here. Do watch out though, the spiders can hit you through the wall, but you shouldn't take too much damage if you do it quite soon after killing most of the spiders. Anyways, I'm going to jump straight to the tutorial, so I'll catch you guys in just a second. Alrighty guys, so welcome to a fairly standard spider dungeon. You find these randomly in the wild, and if you ever hear lots of spiders spawning whilst mining, or you run into some cobblestone whilst mining, then chances are you may have ran into a dungeon. So dig through the cobblestone, and if it's a spider dungeon like so, then congratulations, you can start making this, though I'm going to assume that most of you have already found one, hence the reason you're on the tutorial. Anyway, what we want to start doing is, you know, removing the chests, and we're going to create a 10x10 room around this spawner. So on one side we want to count 4 blocks towards the wall, like that, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks between the spawner and the wall, and then on the other side we want to do 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do the same on the other two sides, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Then what we want to do is we want to start removing the blocks on all sides so that it goes into the wall, and that will create our 10x10 room. So I'll just speed this a little bit up for you guys. Great. So a pro tip for you guys, if you aren't able to switch into peaceful like I'm about to do, make sure you place some torches in the corners of the room like this, because that will stop any mobs spawning in the 4 corners, which chances are they're probably going to do if you can't do that. Anyways, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out the floor, just 1 block, so I'll speed this a little bit up as well. And then I'm going to basically fill in the roof as well. Alrighty guys, so now we have our spawner, and it should be floating in the middle of the room. We want to place a block just above the spawner like so, and we're going to start placing some signs down. So we want to work out which wall is the front wall and which wall is the back wall. So choosing one side, you're just going to count, and if it's 4 blocks away from the wall, 1, 2, 3, 4, this can be the back wall. So you're going to place a sign down directly in line with the spawner, and then whichever side makes the other sign in the center. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 2 signs are in the center room. You just want to place another sign there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to dig out a 2-wide trench going all the way to the end of the room, directly below where the signs are, so in the center of the room. And you're just going to connect some more signs, attaching them to the signs on the wall like this, and what these signs will do is we're going to place some water down in a sec, and the signs will stop the water flowing into our trench. Now this actually looks like it could have one more sign on the end, but this is actually the end, so just don't get tricked by that, which I sometimes do every now and again. Anyways, we're going to grab some water out, and you want to probably make a infinite water source, just like that, which means you can take water from that and it won't get distinguished, if you didn't know that trick already. Anyways, we're going to place some water 1 block or 2 blocks away from the wall. You're going to place 2 blocks of water down on both sides, and then you're just going to fill the end up with 1, and that will make sure that it's flowing only that direction. And then on the 2 sides we're going to place some water sources down like this, and they will flow into the signs, and the signs will stop the water from falling into the trench. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come over to this end here, we're going to dig down 1 block and then just start digging out this path here like that. Then 2 blocks away from the wall again, we're going to place some water down, and then just some water on this end just to make sure it only flows this direction, and we're going to dig out this trench so that it comes to the end of the water and then 1 block further. As you can see, end of water, 1 block further. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come back towards our spawner area, and we're just going to dig out a 4 wide gap, basically over the trench, too high, and we're just going to do that until we get to the end of the trench. So I'll speed this little bit up for you, but before I do, make sure you place some blocks here, and that will just stop the water falling into the trench. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in just a second. Great, so now we're at the end of the trench. We're going to start placing our sticky pistons in. You're going to need 10 sticky pistons to make this. I do realize that's slightly resource heavy, but it's the only way it works, so I do apologize in advance. So what you want to do is you want to dig out these 2 blocks here, dig out another 2 blocks backwards, and you're going to place sticky pistons down. Then you're going to dig out this block and this block, and you're going to place another one there, and you're going to do the exact same pattern on the other side. So 2, 4, 5, and 10 in total. And then what we're going to do is we're going to expose our pistons just by digging out the wall behind them. I always dig it back 3 blocks past the pistons like that, and you also want to dig down 1 as well, and down 2 here to expose that piston. And so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some repeaters, I'm going to place them connecting into the pistons, and then some redstone block dust on top of the blocks behind them, then some redstone dust coming back and around the corner like so, and then we're just going to cut off the wire by placing blocks above the parts of the redstone dust that connect to each other, and we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. Alrighty, so repeater going into the piston, 2 redstone dust there, redstone dust coming around the corner, and then blocks cutting off the signal like that. Then what you want to do is you want to dig down directly in line with the redstone dust. You just want to start digging down, and the block underneath the redstone dust, you're going to break that and place a torch. You can hear the pistons activate, and then you're going to go down 2 more, place another torch, go down another one, and if you just dig out these 2 blocks going this way a little bit, it'll help you find your way when you do the same on the other side. So I'll just speed up this bit. Great, so I'll repeat that for you. You come down here directly in line with the redstone dust, the block underneath you replace with a torch, you go down another 2 and you place a block here directly underneath that torch as well, and then you can cap that bit of there. Now we come up here, we're going to replace the blocks that were air in front of our pistons with our blocks there. We're going to place a block here and place 4 glass planes, or can be iron bars if you want, though I think glass planes look a bit nicer, so that they're a 2x2 square. We're going to come this way, we're going to dig down 1, and then we're just going to dig this way a little bit. Then if we come here, we can dig down 2 on that side, 2 on this side, and we dig out this wall. It's just leave it as it is like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get a button and a lever out. It can be a stone button or a wooden button, I'm pretty sure, though I always just use stone just to be safe. And then directly under the stone button, if you come over here, whoops, I accidentally broke that. You come over here and you dig out the block underneath the stone button. You're going to place some redstone dust. You're going to then dig down 1, place some more redstone dust, down 1 more, place some redstone dust here, and then on the same level you're going to place redstone dust coming this way, and then dig down 1, redstone dust, and dig down one more redstone dust. If you dig this way, you should be online with all the redstone towers, redstone torch towers. Then what I like to do is I like to just dig out this area real quickly, just to give myself some space to work with. So I'll just speed this tiny bit up. Great. You don't actually have to dig that area out if you don't want to, but I do find it helps in the future, just in case you were wondering. Anyway, connecting to this redstone dust, you're going to place a block. On this side, you're going to place a torch. Coming off the torch, you're going to place some redstone dust going this way. Another block, a redstone torch, and then redstone dust coming on top of the path here. And then you're just going to connect it over to here and connect the redstone dust up into these two redstone torch towers like so. Then coming off this block, and we're just going to dig this out one like so, you're going to have some redstone dust coming this way like that, and then you're going to place a redstone repeater down. You're going to have to place 18 of them down, all on the 4th tick delay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like to go 10 on the first line, so we'll just dig out 2 this way. Actually 3, because we need to place some redstone dust afterwards. So that was what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get to the 10th, you place a redstone dust here. 11, 12, 13, 14, and then actually you don't want to place 14. If you want to do just 13, place some redstone dust. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then you want to connect that up to the powered redstone dust line, as it should be right now. And so we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 redstone repeaters, all set to full delay, 4 tick. So I'll show you what that does. If I just place a button here, actually I think I should probably press it here. If you press the button, you're going to notice the redstone signal here switches, and these repeaters start getting powered at their delay, and then they will power this line and it's going to switch back. So this is called an RS NOR latch, and this is just a timed delay, and that basically crushes the spiders because it hooks up to these two redstone paths here, which then activates the pistons, and it crushes the spiders so that they are left with 1 HP, which is a 1-hit kill, or a 1-hit kill with splash potions. So now we've done that, we want to then connect this lever up to the 2 pistons at the end, which will stop the mob flow. So what we want to do is directly underneath the lever, we're going to place some redstone dust there, and you're going to do it 2 blocks long, and then at the end you're going to bring it down 1, and you're just going to dig out this area here until you get to the redstone path that we made earlier, and you're just going to bring it out and connect it up to the path that you just created here. And then you're going to do the same on the other side. I think it's this one, might be, yes, I got it right, and just hook that up. Then getting some redstone repeaters, you're going to place them just in front of the block there, and the same on the other side here. And then you can see that this path connects to this path, so you just place a block and it cuts it like that. And so when we hit this lever here, you should notice that these 2 blocks come out. You can do it, they go back in, and when you press the button, all the pistons should activate for a delay, and you always want to have that down as well when crushing the spiders, which stops any new spiders coming in. Great, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start placing the floor and walls into the dungeon and getting rid of these torches in just a second. So we're going to get rid of these 2 torches on the side, and we're going to place some glass planes going down. Replace these sandstone blocks with glass like that, and then bring your planes across like this. And what this does is it stops the spiders from climbing too high up the wall. They can only climb 1 block up, which, you know, kind of helps quite a lot, because then you don't have spiders climbing up the wall. Then we want to bring this back 3, and then here we're going to have a block there. We're going to have a block going like that and a block going like that, and we can get rid of those 2 blocks there. Now what we want to do is we just want to get our glass and bring it over. Do mind, you don't have to use glass if you don't want to. I just really like to see mobs spawning. That's just something that, you know, kind of I would like to see. I like to make sure everything's working properly, so I like to have glass, but you don't have to have glass if you don't want to. Again, personal preferences. Then we're going to knock out these torches here, and it's going to get fairly dark. I'm going to make sure we don't hit the spawner, which would be bad. And then we're going to come back in here. I'm sorry for the lack of light. Then we're going to get some torches, and we'll just place them here for now. Now that we've done that, we can actually switch into hardcore, or hard, sorry, or easy, depending on how fast you want the spiders to spawn, and they should start spawning. While we wait for them to spawn, we're actually just going to clean up the room a bit, put some walls down like this, and just clean up this area here because it's fairly messy. I like to get some sandstone slabs out, or whatever building material, and I like to place one down here, and 2 here. You don't have to. I also get rid of that wall roof there as well. I like to also, instead of having these torches here, if I'm going to use torches, I like to place them just before they get to here, and some here as well. That's just my personal preference. You don't have to copy me if you don't want to. But that's a good setup just because no light really gets into this room, which means that mobs have the maximum spawning rate, which is 4 mobs if you're lucky. Now, you do have to wait sometimes. The spiders do pile up for a bit while you're waiting, but eventually what will happen is one of these 2 spiders will knock each other into this top gap underneath the glass planes, and then they'll start piling up properly. You can stand anywhere in this room if you want, and the spiders will spawn, though it might be good just to stand here if you like to watch spiders spawn. I don't know, personal preferences, they are. What am I trying to think of? There's one more thing I need to tell you guys. I can't think of it. Man, I've gone blank. Oh dear. Hitting mobs takes a lot of hunger, so make sure you have quite a bit of food when you're down here hitting mobs. Oh yes, that's it. If you want to increase the efficiency of the speed the spiders flow, what you want to do is you want to place ice underneath the water. On all the blocks where there is water, just place some ice, and that'll actually increase the efficiency quite a lot because the mobs flow quicker down here. Although I do realize ice is kind of a hard material to get, so if you can't get ice, don't worry about it. It's just a tip if you like. Anyways, we can test it out to make sure it works. We'll stop the mob flow, we'll press the crusher, the mobs will be crushed, and then we can use our fist to kill them, or as said, a potion of harming if we have one. So there we go, kill the mobs, kill the mobs, kill the mobs, and boom, it's working great, and we're starting to get the mob spawner flowing nicely. Anyways guys, that's the end of the tutorial. Hope you liked it, and I hope it was very useful. If it was useful or you did like it, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It helps me out a lot by knowing that I did something good, and it also helps other people get this video in their search bar, because there's not that many good spider tutorials out there. I actually had to design this design that you see now. I'm sure there's similar out there, but I didn't use anyone else's design to try and get an idea. I built this from scratch myself. And if you want to see more videos from me, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I've been xDowsey. I'll catch you guys on my next video. Peace.